Houseplant friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you all of the plants I got in Arizona. I'm doing this the same night I got back because I need to unpack these plants and I don't want to pretend like I'm doing it twice. Before we get into it, please make sure you hit like and subscribe.
And if you like my new glasses, don't forget to check out the Zymph Prime glasses linked in my bio, and make sure to use code Ashley when you check out.
Maybe you've been binge watching my videos and you just forgot to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the community. I also have YouTube memberships which you can check out for only $5 a month, and you'll join a community of over 160 houseplant members. Coming out, this will be fun, but right now let's get into the plants. I do know these plants because I literally packaged them just a few hours ago. Let's go ahead and get into it. I did buy some plants that I did not show in my videos. Even if you've seen the other videos, I do recommend watching this video so you can be updated on what I got. Also, in case you're confused, I am sitting at my sewing desk. I haven't done any sewing yet, but I intend to. Normally when I get back into town, I would, take a day or two and then unbox my plants. But I've been responsible today. I've already completely put away my suitcase. Here is our Monstera Acuminata. This thing is pretty wild. You can see here's my little node for it right there. This Monstera looks a lot like the Monstera Acuminata, but it is actually very, very different. It grows completely differently. Its petioles grow longer and again, differently. And as well, it also has mid-spine fenestrations and fenestrations that when mature open completely like a Monstera deliciosa leaf. Sorry, there was weird dirt. And it will shape itself like a Monstera deliciosa. Pretty cool. I took this cutting from my dad's plant. This is a less mature leaf. The bottom leaves on my dad's plant are literally a Monstera deliciosa leaf. It's so bizarre. So anyways, Monstera Acuminata, really cute cutting. Raven loves to inspect the greenhouse. She's so cute. Very excited to have us back, I think. We have this guy, and I did use my mom's nail files. Forgot to tell her, but I only used 3, so hopefully it's not that big of a deal. It might be though, because she does do her nails like all the time. In case you didn't know, I went to Arizona to celebrate my 1-year wedding anniversary with my husband. It was a lot of fun. We actually just went there pretty recently too to see the house for the first time since my parents did just move there. It's where we wanted to spend our anniversary because since we've been married, we haven't exactly been able to see family a lot due to when we got married. So here is my little Serrapegia woody eye silver, no, that's probably not right. All I know is that this is the Silver Glory. I don't know if it's a Serrapegia woody eye or whatever, but this was gifted to me by Joe from the Chlorophyll Corner. He's really, really nice, and whenever we come in, he usually gifts me a couple plants, and this was a really nice one because it's like the only string of hearts I don't have, so thank you so much. Then we got something real exciting right here. Can't believe I didn't wrap this up correctly. I left like the wet part out, but it's fine. So this is a plant that my mom originally got from Christiana. I actually messaged Christiana today. She's at Philodendron on Instagram in case you want to follow her, but she is a private account, so This is a Philodendron cream splash, and I did used to have this plant, but I gave it back to my mom because she really liked it, and I didn't really know that I liked it that much because at the time I was more in love with like begonias and terrarium plants, and I wanted to put all my efforts there instead of philodendron. If you're a real one, you've been here that long. But this is a little philodendron cream splash. These guys are actually really expensive right now, and I wanted to experiment with one, but I literally couldn't afford it. My mom had one and she offered to give me, well, she didn't offer. I asked if I could take a cutting. She was a little nervous at first, but then she was like, you know what, plants are for sharing. And I was like, hey, yeah, they are. I opted to take this big long piece that has these nodes on it because her plant was really, really long. But I left one leaf on here, like the really damaged one. It's damaged from old thrip damage. My mom had thrips kind of recently. But I took all these nodes and I'm gonna cut them up and propagate them and make a bunch of little babies. And then I took this other leaf, which was from the other side of the stem. So like this whole thing is a middle cut. So this was a butt cut. And then this, and then the rest of my mom's plant. Really pricey philodendron right now. Well, not really pricey, just, way more than it was a little bit ago. I'm kind of like, I don't know, they're just so easy to grow. And right now I'm really loving, hi, you're right under me. I'm really loving like fast growing philodendron right now. I think that that's kind of like my cup of tea. I'm just really into seeing the growth, which is why I decided to bring home this next philodendron. Philodendron I have notoriously told my members like all of the time I'm just not a fan of. That is going to be the Philodendron Tiana. This little guy. My mom has quite a lot of this plant. She bought it in Portland at Pistols like a 1.5 years ago because I really liked the plant and we were actually able to find it. And at the time, it was really, really hard to get a hold of. We were able to track it down, which was pretty cool. My mom has a bunch of this plant. She propagated a ton of it. And this one actually has like a full root system. So I'll be able to pot this one right up, which is so cool. I separated this from another, like this stem right here had two growing off. I separated this one from the other larger bunch. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't necessarily love the look of this one for some reason. Yeah, it's pretty. It is pretty, but I'd rather just have like a syndapsis. I don't know. It's really, really nice, but I'm really trying to get into these smaller, like faster growing philodendron right now. Then we have this guy, which I don't know if he's gonna make it. This is a plate my mom put my begonias on, a couple little ones. They just like are so small and delicate. I'm gonna have to try, but that's what they look like right now. There's like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's all trash. I don't know. We tried. Now we got all really exciting stuff, so get freaking ready. This only gets more exciting from here. So I have been getting way into ferns lately. This is one my mom bought for me. It is a millipede. Hello, little guy. I hope that you're a beneficial bug, because if not, that'll suck for me later. Oh, there's another one. What a healthy ecosystem. Okay, so my mom bought this for me from the chlorophyll corner. It is a fern that I regretted not buying the last time I was here. It has like, it has this really beautiful pattern on its leaves, which I don't even know if you can see. You can, okay. I'll hold it really still. It has an amazing pattern on its leaves, and I left this there last time because I was dumb. It is called Fern Microgramma squamulosa, and it is so dope. Christopher actually really liked this plant too. I do not know why I left it behind last time, but I did. My mom decided to call and she purchased it for me. It waited there for like 2 months. And I guess a lot of people wanted to buy it. So if you wanted to buy this plant while it was there, I'm really sorry. I put it right into my greenhouse because I was like, I just want those millipedes to be happy, you know? All right. Now we have this bag, and then we have 3 extremely exciting plants. Let me turn this back up. All right. Let's do it. We open the bag. I haven't opened this bag in 3 days. It is stanky. Start with this one. Hopefully we don't break. Okay, so this is really cool. I do actually have one of these already, so I will pot that one up in this pot with these ones. And that is the freaking Peperomia serpens. One of you guys was really nice and you actually sent me a piece of your Peperomia serpens, which I have in my paludarium. Now I can add it to the pot that I actually originally liked, and he held on to a couple of these, made sure not to sell them so that I could buy one of them from him. And I am so excited. You guys, I have like a little Peperomia collection now. That's so fun. Anyways, look at her. Oh, the little heart leaves are so cute. Cannot believe I'm saying that. Sold for me. So cute. I got this as a gift. We do not know what species this Peperomia is. It's really cool. I thought at first it might be a serpens because it has some pretty cute little heart-shaped leaves, but it is not a serpent. Nay, nay. Just kidding. I'm not being serious. This is a species. We have no idea what it is. And Joe's been trying to figure it out for quite a bit now. He told me, and he has a couple of them. He decided to give one to me for free because he knows that I love Peperomia. He also showed me a really cool Peperomia he had, and I will hopefully get one of those eventually as well. But thank you so much, Joe, for being so sweet. Like, half of the plants in this box are literally just from freaking the chlorophyll corner. Then we have this really cool orchid. This is Pleurothallis allenii, and that is this guy. So cool. This one reminded me of my Pleurothallis paragensis, and I just had to have it. This was actually in the box that he was keeping like a bunch of little plants in because he was like needing to merch them and he hadn't merched them yet. And I was like, oh my gosh, can I buy that one? And he was like, of course. And I was like, awesome. I love Pleurothallis. I think it'd be really cool to mount this one. I I think if it grew out like that, it'd be really nice. Even though I keep it in this forever, which I honestly might. I just love anything that looks like Etherium QTQNC, to be honest with you. Then we got this guy, which is so exciting. This was also in that box. Looks like he stayed a little too wet, so I'm gonna have to let this lad dry out. Looks like he actually got some root rot, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But this is an unknown species. Unknown because there's no tag on it. I guess it came without a tag. But this unknown little species of Lepanthes. Yeah, little Lepanthes guy. He's actually got a couple babies. I was gonna cut one of these off and give them to my friend Brooke when she's coming to visit, which this video probably is out while she's here, so I don't think it'll spoil anything. If it's not, you better act surprised or just not watch this video, dude. I don't know, it's really cool. I love the stem of Lepanthes. It's very like interesting with the little notches where the nodes are. And I love the little keikis that it made for itself. It's so nice. I'm gonna leave 2 on here, but I'm just gonna cut off 1. I think it looks cool with one of them hanging off, so. Yeah, I have no idea what plant it is, but we think it's a Lepanthes. I didn't get to make a video about these plants because the collector whose house I went to didn't really want me filming there. This is all like new. This is all new. Everything else you've seen, except for 2 or 3 things, like you've all seen that before. Unless you followed me in my Discord or like are in a couple Facebook groups that I'm in, you literally have 0 idea how freaking cool. Nah, screw it. How cool that these plants are. Absolutely decked plants. If you're gonna click away, don't do it now. Okay, should we start with the smallest one first? Yeah, we'll go big. We'll go like smallest to largest. Polyphil. This is what I think is Etherium Berries Blue, but I'm not sure because as soon as I like got it home, I realized it says dark crystal. So I'm gonna have to ask him about that. That could just be old tape. I mean, it looks pretty old. But if this is Etherium Berries Blue, I don't think are really very many photos of adults yet because I think it's either a new cross or there's just like that, not that many photos. If you Google it, you won't find anything. But this is a little Etherium seedling that I bought. It was $75, so it was pretty expensive, but it's gonna be really cool. I don't know what the parents are for Berries Blue. I'm gonna have to find out about that. But yeah, it's really cool. Me and one of my members who I was with, Hannah, each got one. I don't know, I think it's dope. But you're gonna think these other ones are way cooler because you probably don't care about Etherium seedling. I didn't until recently, so. Wow, 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 wow. It's a freaking variegated domesticum. So I do already have one of these, but the one I have is an Aurea, so it is a little bit different. And I'm really excited for this because it is a different color variegation. How pretty is that marbling right there? And then this is the older leaf, this is the newer leaf, this is the newest leaf, and then there's a little baby! I don't know if it's gonna end up being variegated, but I sure hope so. But yeah, that's the dude. I don't know, really cool. I did purchase these plants myself, so little expensive. Here is this one. This is the other one that I recently got. I would say variegation on this one is much more desirable. However, this variegation is yellow. This is gonna be an exciting time, I think. How did I go from having 0 variegated domesticum to 2? I don't know, I'm really excited though. How is this one doing? He's doing good. He's doing very good. Yeah, the other one I got, but this is the new guy. Pretty cool. This is the big ticket item. You can tell because there's 2 nail files in it. This plant has been on my wish list for 2 years. This thing is awesome. Like I said, if you're in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, you might have seen it already. Or if you're one of my members, you already know. That comes with the perk of being a member for only $5 a month. You guys get, literally, I came home today and I sent my members photos of all of the new growths, all the new leaves. I care about my plants a lot. You can become a member for literally $5 a month. It's amazing. Honestly, a really good deal. Anywhoosies, one nail file out, another nail file out, and let's bring the plant out. This plant, you guys, I have wanted for so long. I'm so excited to show you my Etherium papillilaminum pure. not a hybrid, but it is like literal, it's just perfect. It's so beautiful. So I purchased this plant for $400. You guys know I'm always transparent with you about these things, which makes this plant as expensive as the Albo that I bought 2 years ago. But poppies can go anywhere from, like, for a pure poppy, that's the thing, because poppies are really hybridized a ton. But to have like a pure breaded poppy is expensive. All I do know is that I own it. I paid $400 for it. Other than this, the most expensive plant I bought was my $500 Oplica. But I think that this is now the third most expensive plant I've actually purchased, which is really cool. Well, it's not that cool. Actually, it is really cool because I have a lot of really cool plants and I didn't have to buy like most of them. I'm very lucky. But yeah, I mean, just look at it. Oh. Honestly, it's so beautiful and I just can't wait for you guys to see how big and beautiful this plant is going to get. So now I have a Magnificum Poppy hybrid and a pure poppy. And I showed the guy a photo of my friend Sam's like Magnificum Poppy hybrid and how big like they can get. And I was like, yeah, and I just got a seedling of one of these, which is in my, you know, greenhouse. And I showed him the photo and he was literally like, you guys, he was jealous. It made me feel really good that someone was jealous, like someone like this collector, Uncommon House Tucson. He was like jealous. And I was like, I have something you want? That's pretty cool. He was really, really nice. JD was great. I'm just so excited. He could tell how happy I was too. He was like, I'm really excited. Every time I bought something, which I guess was only 3 times, he was like, oh, and it's going to a good home. And I was like, yeah, it's going to a really good home. Yeah, and I've been doing really good. I don't know, I think you guys are seeing this before the growth update that I filmed, but literally, like, TLDR, you need to watch that growth update when it comes out because holy freaking smokes, I did a really good job. Wow. Yep, so okay, I got the pure poppy. I can put this on the ground now. Okay, pure poppy. Wow. Then I got the Variegated Domesticum. Wow. Then I got what I think is berries blue, could be dark crystallinum, wouldn't be mad if it was. Cute seedling. Then I got the Silver Glory. I got a cutting of my mom's Tiana, of her Cream Splash, dude, of my dad's Monstera Acuminata. Then I got the Pleurothallis Elenii, the Interesting Lepanthes, the Peperomia Serpens, and the unknown Peperomia species.
Also got these really 2 cacti from Cactus Update. He gifted me a little Asteria species and then a Myrteo stacker. But I left them in Arizona because I thought they'd do better there.
And that's it. That's the plant haul. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plants, which is pretty cool. Stay tuned this week. I have a lot of plant mail coming, some things that people couldn't send me, and then also an Ilsamanii trade. Cool beans. Well, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video and watching all my cute little plants. Stay tuned for some plant sales. You can follow me at plantmeplants.co on Instagram. I do sell some plants there occasionally, but if you want to be privy to all of the knowledge about all of my stuff, sales, videos, traveling stuff, follow me at plantmeashley on Instagram. Also TikTok, Twitter, everything is plantmeashley. Man, I literally got home, unpacked my entire thing, made myself some food, filmed an entire growth update for you guys, and just filmed a haul. I took a whole week off, whole week of vacation, came back home and got right back to work. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I do work pretty hard on these videos for you, and I want to make sure I'm like always putting out content that you like, so don't ever be hesitant or shy to recommend a video idea for me. Never know if it could be like my new favorite thing to do. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next houseplant section. Did I say everything? Thank you so much for the extra channel support to All the Green Places, Carissa Lawrence, and Botanicas. Don't forget to check out my YouTube memberships. They're only $5 a month. Don't forget to check out Zimph. If you like my glasses, these are a new pair. You can check out the link in the description for all of the cool glasses that I'm wearing all the time. Anyways, that's it. That's it for me. That's my spiel. You guys are so cute. Now I gotta put you away and get you settled, and then I can go to bed. Good night, guys.